What's up everyone, RAH here. Today I'm going to review the Evangelion 2.0 EVA Unit 1 Real Action Heroes by Medicom toy. And let's get started with the front of the box. It says Medicom toy at the upper left. Then in the background we see the EVA unit like in a running pose. Real Action Heroes Neo, EVA Unit 1, EVA 01 test type, and then this is the limited edition AT field included, and EVA 2.0 you cannot advance. And then take a look at the side of the box. Here we have the EVA in a crouching pose with the pallet gun, and then stuff we've already seen before. And then here we see a bunch of different poses of the EVA figure. Looks like it's about to start running in this pose, and we see like a back portion of the figure, and then that same picture we saw at the side. And then here's one with like the knife. It's 390 millimeters tall, real action figure. And then here we see the berserker mode, the entry plug, the bending of the elbows, and the umbilical cord, a side view of the figure, and the accessories, and the exclusive AT field. And then here we see that same picture again. And then here we have at the top, oops, EVA 1, and the bottom, there's nothing at the bottom. And in this version there's a box within the box, so take that out for you. And then here's what's in that box. We see that same crouching pose. And then at the side, see the EVA like about to punch something. And at the back, pretty much see the same thing. It's a tiny bit different. And then the side is the same. And then the top, the same as the bottom. And here's the window display. And then this side over here, see like a side front view of the figure, and then the back view. And then there's like an intro here, but it's in Japanese. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit. If you could read that. So yeah. Now I'll show you the accessories. Alright, here's all the accessories with the figure. We have two open hands, really nice detail all around, and they all come with their own wrist pegs. This is awesome. I always love that. And here's a slightly open hand. This one's used to hold the pallet gun. And then here's two fisted hands. Let's see if I can. There you go. Really nice. And then here we have a thumbs up hand. then a slightly open hand, two like karate chopping hands, and then we have these different entry plugs that usually Shinji is in. See, it says EVA Unit 1, and you could stick these on the back of the figure. I'll show you later. They're basically different positions of the entry plug. So this one's a lot more in there, and then this one's like halfway in, and then of course the first one I showed you was it's almost completely out of there. And then here's the precision knife. Really nice detail. And here's the pellet gun. Looks exactly out of the anime or the movie as well. Really cool. Thought that was a switch or something. So, and here are the exclusive hands that go with the AT field. Really cool. And then here's the AT field. It's just a piece of laminated plastic, and then it just has this red on here, and it looks like it's an AT field. And then you could stick the hands in here. So it goes this way. So it looks like it's breaking apart like I tried to do in my stop motion. So yeah, it goes like that. And this one over here. But you get the point. Can't get it to stay right now. It's kind of flimsy. So yeah, now I'll show you the figure. And here's the EVA Unit 1 figure. This thing stands around 16 inches tall. It's a really big EVA, and it has a really nice paint job on it. As you can see, everything just on it just pops. Really nice. Looks like it's coming straight out of the movie. And I have it kind of in this berserker mode, just going crazy right now. And it comes with this huge stand that you could put for the figure. It's not the best stand. It's not going to give you any super crazy poses, like if you want to have it like jumping in the air or something like that. This is not that great for stuff like that. But yeah. Here, I'll give you a closer look. Now, all the purples areas of the figure is all kind of a matte finish, just flat. Here. And then of course the black here is like glossy paint. But here, on this black, it's rubber. Except for this green area. This is plastic. And this is all plastic here in the hand. And then this area here is all plastic. But the rubber under it, that is rubber, which I just said. But yeah, down here, the legs, upper thighs, rubber. And then this is all plastic, as you could probably hear. And then this has a glossy paint job on the knee armor. And then under there is more rubber. And then down here's more plastic. And then right here, in front of the shoe armor, it's kind of rubbery. And then here on the boot is plastic. And the articulation is plastic as well. It even has detail on the bottom of the boot, which is pretty nice. Up here is plastic, and back here is plastic as well. Really nice detail. If you just look at that. And then here's the umbilical cord you could take off. I'll show you the umbilical cord real quick. There's okay detail on it. Right here is rubber, and all right here is rubber. So you could make it, it's really long, you can make it look as whatever you want, how you want it to look. So put that aside. And then back here is where the entry plug goes for the Ava pilots, or at least Shinji anyway. Shinji Ikari. So it pops up like that, and then this one folds open. Yeah, mine won't stay open for some reason. There it goes. Just wasn't pulling hard enough. And then we use those entry plugs to go. So you can make it, just stick it in there, and it looks like it's coming out of there. Just really cool. Put a smaller one. Here's one that's kind of halfway. Pretty cool. Nice little feature there. And close that back up. Oops. Did this before. There we go. And one thing is that this horn is really thin. Just look how thin that is. If this takes a drop on the floor from your shelf, make sure this thing is secure, or else you're gonna break that horn. It's really delicate. See, look at that. I'm just barely pushing it, and it's giving way. And I wanted to show you the berserker mode. See how his mouth is open like that? Well, you could just close it if you want to, and then it just look normal. And if you just want to open it, you just pull it down. Kind of like my stop motion I was trying to do, make it go into berserk mode. So let's do some articulation. His head goes all the way up like that, with that ball joint, you see, and it goes all the way down, and then all the way back to the side where his beard is kind of hitting his shoulder, and then the same way this side. And then let's go with the elbow articulation. He'll go all the way up there. Actually, his arm popped out. Okay, I got his arm back in. So go all the way there, and then all the way down here. And then if you want to do a full 360 if you want to. But of course, you don't want that rubber kind of being messed up there, so I'll just put it back. And of course, this shoulder moves this wherever it needs you to move it, so that's pretty good. And then right here is the elbow articulation. Goes out to here. The rubber kind of wants to pull it back because it's pretty tight, and then it'll bend all the way here. See how the rubber kind of pulls on it to a certain position. Anyways, here's some ab articulation. Goes all the way like this. It's pretty much straight at that point. and then it could bend all the way to here, like that. Really nice ab articulation. And then we'll do some leg articulation. Has ratchet joints, if you could hear that. Pretty much doing the splits right here. Really good. You can hear that ratchet joint. And you could bend his leg all the way up there. Just look at that. That is awesome. Crazy. And then go all the way back this way if you want to, for whatever reason. Really nice articulation for the legs. And then here's the knee. This is straight, and then it'll go all the way back like that. Really good articulation. And then you can move this armor like that. So let's go with the up ankle, and then down, goes all the way down there, and then we'll do some side pivot there, and then there, and then we'll bend toe forward, and we'll bend it back. So really good articulation. Probably some of the best articulations found on this figure, I think anyway. So yeah, this guy has a really nice paint job. Really nice. I just love how this purple and green just pops. Looks really amazing. So everything about this figure is pretty good. Pretty solid. So yeah, that is the Evangelion 2.0 You Cannot Advance EVA Unit 1. This is part of the Real Action Heroes line by Medicom. And this is the limited edition version with that AT field and those AT field hands that I showed you. But yeah, I think it's an amazing figure. It's 16 inches tall, which is really tall. Of course, that is not 1/6 scale EVA, because I think EVAs are between like what 2 stories and 5 stories or something like that tall in the anime. They're crazy huge, so it's probably like 1/20th or 1/40th scale or something like that, along those lines. So still big figure. Paint job is amazing. The articulation is absolutely amazing. The thing is, the stand, of course, if you want to put the figure in some poses, maybe like you saw in the back or in the front here where it's kind of running, you of course can't use this stand unless you do some modifications to it or something. But I do recommend that you get the Hot Toys dynamic figure stand if you're trying to do those poses, or if you want it to look like it's in the air. That stand will probably work a lot better for you if you're looking into doing poses like that. And provided nice accessories with this. I think the EVA Unit 2 provided a little bit better, because it did have an extra precision knife and an extra pallet gun. But then again, this does have a berserker mode feature, so maybe it kind of balances out a little bit better. I'm not sure. I would say the Unit 2 is a little bit better on the accessories still. But yeah, when this figure came out, it cost around $220. And to me, for a 16-inch figure, that is not bad at all. If you go around and see the 1/4 scales, which are about 16 inches tall or so, or maybe 2 feet. But yeah, those run around at least over $300. So this being priced as it is, that's a great price. Everything was pretty accurate towards the anime, at least the movie anyway. It's more based off the movie, because yeah, this is from the movie. The anime, I think it was a little bit different in certain areas. And yeah, if you're an Eva fan, you're gonna love this. It's a great figure. It is on the big side, but yeah, you're getting a lot of detail here, and yeah, just looks great. I do recommend it to you. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you watching my videos. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.